That's something to be real about, you know what I'm saying? When you getting, letting yourself get taken away by these things, and then, you lose your whole foundation for real. And when you get disconnected to the music, I mean, shoot, if you're a real musician, that's a real fear. What's up, y'all? It's Marvillous Beats from marvillous.com. I just wanted to give my reaction to the new Complex video with Timbaland, his interview. Shout out to Nova, the host and creator, man. I watch all the blueprints, love all of them. They are crazy inspiring. But when I saw Timbaland was on the interview, man, I got so hyped. Like, I was like, I gotta watch this, and I wasn't let down. The thing about Timbaland is, his sound is so original. Like, as soon as you hear his beat, or hear a sound from him, it's Timbaland. So, growing up, I mean, from Justin Timberlake, Missy Elliott, him working with Pharrell, Aaliyah, I was saying his music all the time. It's funny, a lot of people say when they listen to my beats that I sound like Timbaland. I really do not try to sound like Timbaland, man. I just make what I think sounds good, and it just comes out that way. But anyway, back to the interview. So, him talking about how he started making the beats, off the Casio, and the way, as a producer, you'll feel me. You'll feel this. Like, the way he only had the 1 second for each key to sample the sounds that he was making. He was making the sounds from beatboxing. Like, him just telling that story was so inspiring and insightful. It's like, you can use anything, anything you have, at your disposal. All matters is the music dope, So, he goes on talking about, how he was using the sounds and layering them to make his drum loops and stuff. And I relate to that so much because when I was coming up, before I even made my first beat, I was a beatboxer too back in high school. I was beatboxing for people who was rapping. So, when he, even in the interview, he was beatboxing and stuff, it's like, it's so creative. I can relate to that so much because he takes his love, his passion for the music, the beatboxing, into him just like throwing out a draft real quick and, building off that draft and making a masterpiece out of the thing. So, that was really cool to see him talk about that. Later on into like the end of it though, one of the realest parts that you don't hear a lot from superstars is like, he was talking about how the drugs that he was, I think it was the painkillers, and it didn't hit him how real it was until he had a disconnect to the music. And as far as like when he was playing, he almost felt like, well, you'll have to watch it here in his own words, but he felt disconnected to the music, and that kind of, shook him up a bit. And that's real, like, as a producer, and producers know, it's like, you rely on your vices sometimes to get you in your inspiration and stuff, and like, that's something to be real about, you know what I'm saying? When you getting, letting yourself get taken away by these things, and then, you lose your whole foundation for real. And when you get disconnected to the music, I mean, shoot, if you're a real musician, that's a real fear. So, it was just a great interview, man. Really insightful. I'm looking forward to some new Timbo music. But yeah, check it out if you haven't yet. Check out that interview, and I'll be back with the next video.